And he said to me, like, wow, you're very wise for your age. And I asked my friend Jonathan, I'm like, how come he can see that I'm wise, but all these other older ladies be talking to me like I'm just dumb and like I need every lecture that they can possibly muster up from out of their ass? How come he can see wisdom in me, but they can't? And Jonathan was like, well, you have to be wise to see wisdom in somebody else. My name is Sydney. That's Sydney Island. Island with the Y, not an S. Or also known as Itty Bitty Black Alien. Greetings, Earthlings. How you doing? How has planet Earth been treating you? It's been treating me all right. You know, there's some things that could stand to be changed about planet Earth, and that's why I'm here. That is why I'm here. That's why the Itty Bitty Black Alien, I come in peace, and I come in love. That's why she's here. Because planet Earth was like, yo, extraterrestrials up there, we need you. We struggling. We stuck in the matrix. We stuck in a karmic cycle that we can't seem to get out of. We need your help. We stuck living through generational curse after generational curse. And I'm tired of it. We tired of it. But we don't know how to break out of it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, alien family? What y'all gonna do to help us? I'm tired of this. We live in a world where older people think that wisdom comes with age. What I want to talk about is just older people and how much they suck. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna start off with this. I work at a job where there's more older people than younger people. It's really more of a mixture. You know. But the area that I work, there's only one other person that's in their 20s like me. And then the other 4 people in my area are all like over the age of 40, you know? So yeah, I would say the youngest out of that group is 46. So that kind of goes to show you what we're working with here, right? And why do these older people feel that they need to give me advice that I never asked for? I don't know how much I can say, because like, what if my manager like watches this? I can't really say too much, but I can say that I work with older people who always feel like they need to give me advice. For an example, so I am in a situation right now, you know, and I'm never going to be like, I'm struggling. My annoying ass ex-boyfriend used to get on the phone complaining about how much he was struggling. Nigga, 35 years old, blaming his mom for him struggling. I'm like, in what world is a woman responsible for her son's finances when he's 35 years old? In what world? Where does that work? Who taught you that? Because that's not logical, boo-boo. I broke up with his ass. So anyways, I'm in a situation, right, where rent is hella expensive, all right? And my job pays just enough for me to cover rent and utilities and to have food and to have just a little bit of cash on the side for something that I like, for something cutesy. So I prayed, and I've consistently been praying and manifesting extra money, you know, extra cash, right? And that's what I do. Y'all know I'm really big on manifestation if you watch this channel. Oh my God, this camera angle, come on. No. So, I prayed and manifested money. And I'm always consistently manifesting money, manifesting groceries, which, oh my God, I need to talk about that in another video about manifestation. I manifested some stuff. I manifested this headscarf and these earrings, and y'all, I ain't had no money. I literally got this headscarf and these earrings the day before yesterday. And I have a negative balance. Somebody bought them for me. And I have a refrigerator full of groceries, but we're going to talk about that in another video. So I manifested and prayed for money. And I was helping a customer out, right? And the customer was like, well, since you're helping me with this, here's some money. She slid me some money. And I just took it. And once the customer walked away, this older lady that I work with, she came up to me and she was like,
you can't be taking money from people. Like, we can't do that.
It's because, well, the job that I work, we don't take tips. So she said that. And I was like, I laughed. I was like, okay. I really was hoping that she didn't see it. But in the grand scheme of things, it don't matter. She saw it. I felt a little like nervous because I didn't want her to see it. But because I wasn't really sure if it was allowed or not. No one ever talked to me about that. You know, when you work a desk job, it's like, are you allowed to take money from people? Like from customers? You know, but either way.
I prayed for the money, so it's mine. And I took it.
And she came up to me and was like, you know, you can't do that. Looking at me like I'm just being crazy and my behavior was just so inappropriate. And I was going to take that money either way, whether she saw or not. Despite me being a little nervous about it, I was going to take it because I prayed for it. And I am in this state a manifestation where if something comes my way, I assume that it's mine. You know, money, free food, whatever. I manifested that. I have been consistently praying and manifesting more money, more food. So if a customer just randomly, and that's the first time that has happened, mind you. I've never really was praying or manifesting money like that, you know, since I've been working at this job, because money was good because I hadn't had rent to pay. I just moved into this new place. So now I'm like, God, send me more money because I got rent to pay. And so here comes a customer giving me money all of a sudden, conveniently at the time that I needed money the most. That's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. Okay. And I was like, was that inappropriate? I really had in my mind, I started getting a little bit paranoid, like, oh my gosh, was that appropriate? Am I going to get in trouble for that? And I messaged my friend who has a YouTube channel, by the way. And his channel is growing. I'm very proud of him. He's literally my spiritual brother. I don't even want to say spiritual. He's just my brother. We're not blood relatives, but I consider him to be a brother. And he has a YouTube channel, so go check him out. And I messaged my brother, what the hell is going on with this lighting? Stop. So I messaged my brother asking him, did I do something wrong? Because in my mind, I was kind of leaning towards this bitch need to shut the fuck up. But I wasn't really sure if that's how I should perceive the situation. I wasn't sure if should I have been more careful? And so I messaged my friend. I'm like, was that inappropriate? Should I have done that? And he was like,
hell yeah, you should have took that money. It's yours. Ain't that what you go to work for? Don't you go to work to make money?
Like, that's what he said to me. And it just confirmed what I already intuitively was feeling. And he said, the woman is just jealous of you. She's just jealous. You know? And he was telling me, like, you don't need to be listening to these people. He was like, because he knows some things, like, very, very wise. Ah! Look crazy. He was like, you know, if a person is not living a life that you want to live, then you really don't need to be taking advice from him. And that's advice from them. And that's some of his best advice he's given me. I know he's a year younger than me, but he's literally like my older brother. And I really felt that was really good advice. He gives some really good advice. And after that, I was like, shoot, I don't feel bad no more. I don't feel bad. Shoot, that was my money. Get your own. And I really felt tempted to say to her, yo, if you want a customer to walk up to you and give you money, pray for it. But don't try to stop my cash flow, sister. And she did that. And me, I'm a type of person, I'm a Taurus. I'm very stubborn. I'm very much just like,
ain't nobody gonna tell me to do nothing.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, why is she coming up to me? Shut up. She always have something to teach me, and I don't need you to teach me nothing. We cool and everything. Me and the woman, we cool. We get along for the most part, but she do stuff that really gets under my skin. And it's when she always give me unsolicited advice and give me these lectures and stuff that I don't need. And she's not the only person that I work with that does that. It's the older people. And it bothers me because I'm like, I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I want out of life. I know the lifestyle that I want to live. And I will stop at nothing to get those things. I know how to manifest. And that's not me being arrogant, because I do not think that I'm better than anybody. You're supposed to know your power. And they teach you that you're not supposed to feel powerful. You're not supposed to love yourself too much because then that's arrogance. You know, they don't want us to really love ourselves. They don't want us to be powerful. They don't want us to practice our own spirituality. They want us to practice what they give us to practice. That's how you get out of the matrix, is to have your own mind. It's at this point where I am tired of letting older people teach me, all because they think I'm young and dumb. And I don't feel like I know that I don't know everything, but I've been told on numerous occasions that I'm very wise for my age. And based on just how I think and my ability to get what I want out of life, I be feeling like I don't really need people to give me lectures. I don't really need you to teach me how to handle certain things. So I really feel that I would like to talk to her one day at work and tell her how I really feel about that, so that she don't feel a need to give me any more lectures. Because when these older people be given these lectures and giving unsolicited advice, I just be thinking,
It'll be so wonderful if she stopped talking right now.
that's really what I be thinking. This video is not just to bash older people, right? It's really to kind of let older people know we are the new leaders. So make way for us. Acting as if you're superior because you're older is not helpful. It's not helpful towards that younger person. The truth of the matter is, if you do not have wisdom within, you cannot see wisdom in somebody else. So there's an older man. He's like 80. This older black man who's very wise. Like, that man is so wise, it's crazy, right? And he said to me, I think it was like the very first time that we had a deep conversation. Like, this is the first time we ever really actually talked. And he said to me, like,
Wow, you're very wise for your age.
and I asked my friend Jonathan, I'm like, how come he can see that I'm wise, but all these other older ladies be talking to me like I'm just dumb and like I need every lecture that they can possibly muster up from out of their ass? How come he can see wisdom in me, but they can't? And Jonathan was like, well, you have to be wise to see wisdom in somebody else. You know, so they're not wise. That's why they can't see wisdom in me. And it makes sense, because the advice that they be giving, I'd be like,
Yeah, I could have done without that.
I take the advice from them, and then I say, thank you. I'm going to put this advice where it belongs. So, yeah, I wasn't really trying to make that a really long video. This is just a video for younger people who just wonder, like, why older people have a tendency to be kind of narcissistic, and why they have a tendency to always feel that they're qualified to teach people about everything and that they cannot possibly learn anything from a younger person. So yeah, that's pretty much it. To the younger people, if you wonder why older people can't see you for who you are and they always devalue you and treat you like you really have nothing to offer, that's why. It's because they're not wise. So that's all I have for you all today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Boop! Love yourself and love life. All right, deuces.